I'm right near downtown Salt Lake City. I'm at Magnum Electric Bikes. I've actually been hanging out shooting some reviews. Hey guys, how's it going? Yoni, Jesse?
Magnum Bikes has been around as a company internationally for over 5 years. But only a year and a half ago we entered the US market. And we opened our Salt Lake City headquarters about a year ago once we realized how much traction we're getting, how many dealers, we had to start servicing, and how much product we were pushing. So
I met you like right when you were coming in, and that's what I mean. I know you have like a sort of a European or a global distribution.
We do have global distribution. We started in Israel.
Okay.
We have distribution in New Zealand as well.
Cool.
And we're entering the European market as well. So it is a global operation, but the US is close to home. So
man, and a year already. I remember meeting you guys in Southern California, and it was just like a van with a whole bunch of your bikes, and I was really impressed. It was like, these are pretty high quality, but you're hitting the value mark, and now what were we talking earlier? It's like 70 dealers or something in a year.
It's incredible.
Congrats.
We have over 70 dealers, east to west coast. Florida's a big hub, California, people are really taken to our product, and we're excited. We're excited to get it into the market.
Well, and as far as product, it's like, I guess coming back to the whole like Magnum and the situation, when we were first meeting, I was surprised to see several different bikes. It wasn't just one type of bike. It's like you have mountain bikes, you got some city bikes, and you even got these cool scooters. So I don't want to miss out on that. This is the IMAX, right? You've got sort of a lower powered one, and then like a super high powered big fat tire one almost.
Yeah, IMAX T3, it's a 350 watt motor, and then we have the IMAX S1.
This one's been popular, hasn't it?
And this guy has been, totally taken off.
I didn't see the racks before. I mean, this is
We have some cool new accessories, nice headlight that just kind of slips right in.
Well, some of the people that use these for commuting, maybe they're a little bit taller or bigger, and having the cushion. That's I've done reviews on both of these, but I just remember this being kind of a standout. And I think Jesse, you were talking about how the mechanisms you've kind of updated them.
Yeah, in the last couple of months, the new scooters we brought to market have had improvements on them. We've reinforced the folding mechanism right here on the S1. It's stronger, it's made of better metal, and I think the customer, it's something that they were asking for, something that the dealers were asking for, and here it is.
Okay, very cool. I love that. That's very responsive, and that's something that struck me when I came into this warehouse. And again, looking at the bikes the first time, to me it was like a brand new bike, but it didn't have all the little like missing things that a lot of other bikes do. And
as a manufacturer, I can tell you that it's not easy to bring new product to market. There are always small things and small details you got to pay attention to, and we pride ourselves on paying attention to those details and bringing the best product to market. And we're very also attentive to our customers. So when the market demands or requires a certain improvement, like we're on it.
Cool. I've seen that, and I know some of your dealers out there, and it seems like it's been popular. Let me just dash through some of the different models here that, this was kind of the first mountain bike one that I think I'd looked at a while back, but this trip, you had something special for me. It's like right over here. This is Corey, by the way. Hey, Corey, what's up?
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Great, man. Happy birthday. We were celebrating Corey's birthday earlier, and he's working on the Peak back there. Check that thing out. This is like the 500 watt speed pedelec hardtail mountain bike thing. Really cool. And you just put the rack on, right?
Yeah, got a rack with the light and everything on it. Super cool.
Yeah, so the new 48 volt system is actually going to be coming out in Magnum bikes in a couple of different models, which we're really excited about in the next 3 months or so. We have 2 city bike models that are coming out with this 500 watt 48 volt system. We have 2 mountain bikes, and we actually have my favorite. We have these mid-mounted, mid-drive motors, which we haven't been in that space until now. But we put together an awesome product, and I'll keep you in suspense a little bit.
I'm excited to check those out at some point. But frankly, I'm also kind of glad when I was reviewing this. Hub motors, they have a purpose, and you don't deal with the chain and the sprockets. It operates at a peak efficiency. More of like one constant speed, but you don't have to deal with it. I don't know if you have anything to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, look, the hub motors are, if you get it right, the power is really good and efficient, and you can't beat the price on the hub motors when you compare them.
That's
you know?
key. How much was this one again?
So this is going to be being brought to market in 1999.
Yeah, a couple $1,000
48 volt, 13 amp hour. So, you know, once you start hitting the mid-drive motors, which are great for, you know, for certain customers, but I feel like Magnum bikes is much more focused on like the masses, you know, like the middle of the market, as opposed to one extreme or the other. We don't have really cheap bikes, and we don't have really super high-end expensive bikes. We're not competing with that.
I'm glad you're realistic about it. I mean, that's just the facts.
We want to get as many people as possible onto e-bikes. That's really our goal. You know?
Well, that's all. Let's go check out some of those other ones. I know I'm like running all around. It's kind of fun. So this is the UI5. I think this one was really popular with the dealers I spoke with. You know, I'm always driving around, meeting people, and it's like easy to approach. You still got suspension. It's efficient. You got the nice tires, reflective, adjustable stem. Just some great qualities to that. These are, it sounds like from what we were talking about earlier, you're shifting completely to Magnum, whereas before you also had kind of Leisger.
We did distribute Leisger until now, and we still are distributing the Leisger CD5, the cruiser bike.
Oh, okay.
But we're putting more and more of an emphasis on developing a wider line of Magnum bikes. So as opposed to having to distribute some other another manufacturer's brand, you know, we're growing our brand, and it's been successful. So we want to keep going in that direction.
You're like making more of the choices on these ones.
That's right. We really make a lot more of the, you know, the design elements. We choose the components, we test them, and fine details are really important to us.
Are there any, so just jumping through, it's like, this looks like another UI5. You also have really good color options. Are there any updates since I reviewed it? Must have been a year ago.
So yeah, right here you're looking at the first 4 bikes we came to market with. The MI5 and the UI5 by Magnum, the Leisger CD5 and MD5. And then as kind of the lines progressed, the UI5 was our most popular item. We brought a black UI5 to the US. We also made changes to the saddle, to the grips.
Nice.
They now kind of match the tires. And you know, comes with the rack, and it's been absolutely our best item.
I was hearing something about the batteries or something before that.
Right, thank you for reminding me. So this one, the battery's not in, so let's hop over to this one.
It's like right here.
But we made a change to the battery. So no longer is this the power button, it's just an indicator light.
Okay.
So before you had to turn on the display after you turn on the battery.
Yeah, like 2 steps.
Which presented a problem, because when you wanted to turn it off, people would oftentimes turn the display off and forget to turn the battery off. So now you turn the display off and the whole system
The whole thing goes off.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's a nice
simple.
little update.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw on the Peak that it had kind of a USB on the side
It does,
of the
yep.
battery, a little bit more easy to reach. And then all of these wonderful bikes, all the folding bikes. You were talking about the Orca when we were at Interbike, and now I come and you've got like 2 different models. Those are the ones we focused on, the Premium and the Classic. And I love the step-through. It's rare that I see step-throughs on a...
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of experience with folding bikes. So in Israel, you know, it's a very smaller urban type of area, and when you don't have that much space, so you want something that's going to be able to fold up nicely in your trunk, or in the bus, in the train, or into your apartment, you can carry it up. The step-through is great because instead of having to pick up your leg, you know, over the back, like sometimes it's not so comfortable, you just kind of step right through.
Yeah, plenty of room.
And there's plenty of room, and the folding bikes are great. They're really practical, you know. And again, if you want to get the masses onto e-bikes, you got to be as practical as you can. So
That's true.
Got to speak to everyone everyone's needs.
Well, and I love the colors. That's another thing for me. It's like, cool. You got the orange and white creamsicle version right there.
Everything has really expanded. We see the growth in the American market, and as we talked about before, Magnum is a global brand. We are in New Zealand, we're in Israel, we're in parts of Europe, and there's different demand here than there is throughout the rest of the world. And lately, the trend with folding bikes is big. People who have campers and boats and who live in the city, it's a perfect bike for them. So we've really concentrated our efforts on the folding bikes.
Well, I'll be putting reviews out for these, like the full look, and it's got the lights in it. The safety thing is also key. Where to, guys?
Okay, so let me just tell you about the purpose of the center, the functionality of it. I mean, like we said, we started, you know, by selling to lots of dealers across the country, and as our dealership network expanded, we realized that we want to protect and stand behind our product. In order to do that, we grew a great team, our service center is key. It's crucial because, you know, lots of people could bring e-bikes to the market.
Yeah.
But how many of them could really stand behind their product?
Sure.
You know what I mean? And that's a very big thing. With electric bike, you're paying, it's a high ticket item, and you wanna get the warranty coverage that you deserve.
It's key, and you guys offer what's like 1 year comprehensive.
1 year comprehensive on all of our products, and in order to do that, we house a lot of the parts, you know, every part that is necessary in stock at all times.
Back there.
Back there.
Back there.
We have a great technician with a great service center.
Yep.
Right up here.
Great tools.
You know, and so it's not only are we, you know, our dealers servicing our bikes, but we're servicing our bikes in addition to the dealers.
Like hands-on.
Hands-on.
That's great. Yeah, you guys. And by the way, what's the website? Because I know you guys have.
www.magnumbikes.com.
Okay. Yeah. So if you
Check
can
it out.
check out
Absolutely.
more. I think, you know, I've gotten to hang out with these guys a couple times, and we've shot reviews, and I hope to, you know,
That's right.
we'll kind of continue doing that. But you're innovating like every year. There's little updates.
We're growing and innovating our product as well as our company. So as much as the product is important, you know, the company is important as well.
But what about the tables?
All
Are they
right.
important? What's going on with the tables?
So this is our office.
Yeah,
This is our
I like
office
this.
area.
We've got Spencer over here in the corner. He's our sales customer service guy.
Hey, dude.
We have Ryan here.
Hey, Ryan.
He handles a lot of the administrative things as well as the shipping and receiving. Full staff. Welcome. The
A
conference.
new conference table.
Yes, and it matches
You like
your
it?
entryway. I just gotta say, like, it adds something special. Look at all the scooters, man.
So we actually have a refurbished program as well,
Huh.
where we'll get either returns or, you know, items that had some small issue with them sent back to us. Well, we refurbish them, so we're basically remanufacturing them. We're, you know, changing any part that needs to be
Reduce, reuse, recycle. I love it. Well, frankly, you know, when you have a warranty program, I suppose, you know, you're replacing stuff when you're selling a bunch.
And
There's
we
a certain
resell them,
percentage.
and a lot of customers are happy, you know, as new. So
Yeah.
people are surprised even to get our refurbished
They can
products.
get a discount. This is the thing. Like, I'm not a hater on crowdfunding or anything, but there are some campaigns where it's like, bought a pallet from China, sold it directly to the customer, and you guys have pretty good prices already. And then you've actually got, you stand behind it. You're
That's
not
true.
just like,
That's true.
and you get it when you order it. You're not waiting like
Exactly.
4 to 8 months or however.
There are some Kickstarter campaigns that are actually selling their bikes more expensive than you can get our bikes for.
Wow, yeah.
You know, in stock.
The
So-
folding one, it was like $12.99.
Yeah,
Like the classic.
yeah.
That's not bad.
Classic.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, where are we off to next? Are we going to the dungeon
All right,
over
let's
here?
go to
What
the
is this?
dungeon. Check it out.
Look at this.
So
Sweet.
getting to this point where we have, you know, the spare parts that are necessary to really service, and every single product has hundreds of small components. You know, you'll never be able to service it if you don't have the proper inventory in stock, you know, parts in proper order. Here we have just, you know, a battery testing center where we test the capacity of the batteries. We have all the parts in stock. And we always also carry some of our bikes in our Salt Lake Center in order to expedite shipping if somebody needs it same day or, you know, immediately. But you know, our warehouse is in California, and all the product, the majority of our product is stored there.
Okay.
So this center is really just for after sales service, you know, parts,
Yep.
hands-on, and anything that we need to kind of tinker with and do ourselves and figure
Yeah.
out by ourselves.
Yeah.
So we do it here.
So important to have the parts in our
Available.
control,
In our
available
control.
to us in our own facility, rather than trying to control it, you know,
Yeah.
in California or, you know,
Right.
under a third-party logistics warehouse. Having it here
Sure.
with us has been monumental in providing that customer service that Yoni was talking about.
You've been in this business for a while. When did you start actually, like in Israel?
I started 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Magnum Bikes. I created the brand Magnum Bikes and the products about a little bit more than 5 years ago.
That's a while though. That's
And that-
especially in American
Yeah.
market. That's
I mean, when we first met at the Interbike show,
Yeah.
maybe it was 2014.
wow.
And the Interbike show space for the electric bikes was probably around the size of this room.
Yeah, it was like a little
You remember
pod.
that? It was
Yeah.
just like, and then, you know, compared to last year, it was like 50% of the show.
It's huge.
You know, so the market's been, and you know, that space of the e-bike space has been explosive, and I'm really happy to have gotten on early.
You're
and
doing
I
a
love the
great job.
product, you know.
And to Jesse's point here, being able to, help that customer who bought this to get to work and is like, dude,
Sure.
I'm like hitching rides to work and my wife's getting angry at me.
Sure.
I need that part ASAP.
We get those calls.
I know.
Get really?
And the best,
That's
the best calls that we get, I think my favorite call is like when somebody has had the bike for 6 months, a year, whatever, something happens, and let's say his charger broke or something, and he's like, I don't have my bike. I don't know how to get to work anymore. I'm like, what did you do 6 months ago? And the guy's freaking out, and he doesn't even know how to get around because he doesn't have the electric bike.
Yeah.
And it becomes such a part of your life. E-bikes is really such a part of it really transforms. It's transformed. That's why I love it.
Yeah. Man, you guys, thank you so much for taking me around. And we missed anything? I feel like we got the complete tour here.
We did. I mean, we pack, and ship out parts from here. We service, we fix our batteries when we need to. We refurbish our products. A to Z.
You get it all done. I think Amazon owns that, but still, almost anything you need. I think that's about it, you guys. It's fun to go behind the scenes and just see this stuff and hang out, and it's friendly. We're friends. We kind of know each other. I'm excited about your years to come, the new models, getting the reviews done. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.